Hello everybody, this is a special on US equities or equities in general. So what we see here is, well, we've got a very long stretched consolidation on the weekly chart, right? I mean, it basically starts as of here, and that is back in April 2021, right? So that is just before the Ukraine war started, which was in February 2022, so around here, and that basically led to this drop in prices, but only down to the 200 moving average, right? The bulls were able to catch it at the 200, and if we look at one time frame higher, the monthly, well, that still looks very bullish, right? Down from the Corona panic low, March 2020, we had a big up move, right? Big momentum move up. Well, that requires a pause, a refresher, consolidation. And the consolidation is on a really high level. Well, that is a drop, right? That's basically shaking out the weak bulls or bringing in counter trend traders, bears, new bears. And well, that was originally an S1 pattern here on the weekly chart, and now as it has actually evolved, morphed into an S2 pattern. So this is basically the new information we have here. Well, let's bring it up. So I can confirm it is a turtle pattern, right? This is the start of the consolidation, the momentum move high, the end. This is the lowest low. We've got a few higher lows on the left, well, we've got a few higher lows on the right. 1, 2, 3. Nice volatility compression. This was a crossover over the midline, which is important, right? And now here we've got the sell-off, the test bar activity. So this is very important, and that's basically trying to shaking off the weak hands, the weak bulls. This can go lower. Well, I expected that to happen as the pattern evolved. This ideally goes lower, ideally takes out this low. It might even get close to the next low. It might find support from the 200. Well, in any case, when this turns around, well, we get an entry signal, and the entry signal is basically up here. The last dominant. Well, let's think this is the low, right? The last dominant high. If it breaks this one, well, that's show strength of the bulls, and that's basically the entry signal. We had another entry signal, which was this one here, right? A rebreak of the line. Well, that was another S1 pattern, so a pattern within a pattern. This one here. Well, that still holds, right? If the stop is down here, that still holds, and that basically this is then a re-entry. So this is a scaling in opportunity, right? Once price comes up here, well, that's a scaling in. So that looks pretty good for an S2, and the target for this S2, well, we're expecting a measured move, this, right? This to the upside, and that basically means, well, we should get at least to the 50,000 level, well, even higher. The same is true for the ES, the S&P. Here, this is S&P. This pattern is a bit more tilted to the right, which gives more, which provides a bigger volatility contraction. We have just here, well, we've just achieved the minimum requirement, which is a touch, a crossover of the midline and a touch of the ATR. So again here, right? This is the, well, let's just place it. This is the that's the entry level, and that's the current. I think this will drop further, but this is kind of the stop level, and that looks good as an S2. So S2s can run a long way, and it looks like we're setting up for a big move, similar big move than we had from the pandemic spike low to the last high, and that's a huge move. But just as a side note, gold, a GC, is forming a similar pattern here on the higher time frame, the weekly. Interesting that this completely different asset class is doing basically the same thing. Here we've got the turtle pattern. Well, it's not a very clear pattern, right? Because it's embedded within an overall sideways price action, but it's still a turtle pattern. and I'm expecting to see big moves coming up for gold as well when time is right.